So the best treatments for the décolleté and neck areas are prevention. You want to avoid damaging that area because the skin is thinner there and it doesn't have the capability to regenerate and repair the way that the face does. Once the damage is done, there are some things you can do to make it better. The single most important thing is to use a good skincare regimen, and a lot of times I like to include Retin-A as the cornerstone of that. Above and beyond that, to reset the clock rather than merely fight the process, I like to use lasers or intense pulse lights. And one of the lasers that I'm really excited about now is the new 1927 fractional laser. And what this laser does is it pokes little holes in the skin, stimulating collagen regrowth. It also is great at homogenizing or evening out the pigment. We combine that with other things that focus in on treatment of pigment irregularity. So sometimes I'll use the pulse dye laser for red spots, the redneck syndrome. Sometimes I'll use the intense pulse light or alexandrite lasers to treat the brown spots. And between these various lasers and the Fraxel, we can usually effect a really nice change. So if you're having problems with your neck or décolleté areas, I like to combine all of these with a great skincare regimen so that once you reset the clock, you don't just start the clock ticking again. So in our practice, we use products that I've developed, and the big one would be the brightening serum, the exfoliating scrub. A lot of times I'll combine that with a prescription for Retin-A, but I like to use varieties of products depending on the individual's specific problems and needs. Overall, if you have sun damage and damage to your décolleté and neck, I would use the lifting serum from scientificskin.com, the brightening serum, and I would use the brightening serum twice a day. I would exfoliate 2 or 3 times a week depending on how thick and damaged your skin is. 3 times a week if you have thick skin, twice a week if not. I would also use high number sun protection and make sure that the protection is UVA and UVB specific. So any of the chemical free products, if you're going to be at the beach, get a waterproof product. Neutrogena 55 SPF Sport is wonderful for this area. So neck and décolleté are areas that frequently have a lot of damage. Fortunately, the treatments for these areas are both getting much, much better, and it's a great time to ask questions.